Hello everybody, it's Barbara, and as you can tell, we're outside today. It's a beautiful day. It's early, so it's not hot yet. We got some rain last night, didn't snow. And we're starting off with some golden singing bell to raise the frequency. Today we are joined by a beautiful amethyst and all these lovely plants out here, and this is a French lilac tree behind us. She is gonna bloom. She's a late bloomer, so all the other lilacs in the neighborhood have already blossomed, and she always blossoms a few weeks after they do, so pretty soon. If you are new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the whole world. And then you choose a stack. Today our stacks are, stack number 1 is Spirit Song Tarot. That is Paulina Cassidy. Stack number 2 is big. We got the Druid Craft Tarot, and that is Cargam. And then stack number 3 is the Beyond Lemuria deck, and that is Izzy Ivy. That seems to be a very popular deck, so we had to go with that today. Should we get started? All right, if you chose stack number 1, whatever your question is, concentrate on it. If you chose stack number 1, this card is going to be for you. I meditated a long time this morning. I woke up super early. We did our normal morning routine, and then I went and laid down on the couch with a really big crystal and meditated for a long time on the whole world. So if you didn't see, this card just jumped out. In the Spirit Song Tarot deck, they use animals. And this is the Queen of Acorns, or the Queen of Fire. And the Queen of Fire, she's that queen. She's been there, done that, but she is so passionate about what it is that she is doing and that she needs to do. She's very creative. She's very in tune, like right now in nature. Whatever it is that you are doing, that you're asking about, or that you need to do, this card is saying be passionate. If you are not passionate about your job, it's just a job. Like for me, I used to just have that corporate job. It was a paycheck. It's hard to be passionate in a large corporation. Thank you for, I just got rained on. But when you have your own small business or a hobby, or it could be, your side job, or it could be your main job. There's got to be passion in it. Your job should be your joy, not your, oh God, I gotta get up and go to work. That's a job. A job that's your joy is, yay, I can't wait to get to work today. Work may be a 4-letter word, but it's joy. It's a joyful way to show your creativity. That's what we need to be doing. So, the question to you is, are you doing something that you feel that passion about? Do you live somewhere in an environment that promotes and encourages that creativity? And that can be a relationship, it could be a town, city, it could be your apartment building or your house. Do you feel joyful there? We need to feel that joy. Okay, you're not going to feel it every single moment of every single day, okay? Because then how would you know what's joy if you're not feeling? I know, right? The little doggy across the street agrees with me. He's giving us an affirmation. But if you don't have those low moments, you're not going to know how high those high moments are, right? Because we live in this reality of polarity. So whatever it is you're asking about, sometimes people will say, well, should I get this job or should I get this job? Which job do you think would bring you the most joy? Is this one just a paycheck because the paycheck's bigger? Are you really going to be happy there? Because I gotta say, when I worked in the corporate world, I was making a lot of money and I was miserable. I had 3 ulcers. I would cry because the environment was just so life-sucking. Yeah, the paycheck's great, but you know what? Here's years later, what did those paychecks get me? Nothing. They literally brought me nothing. So, if you're asking about a job or just anything in general, go with where your passion lies. The creativity will follow. If you are so passionate about this over here, creativity and abundance and everything's going to flow to you because you're floating on cloud 9, and cloud 9 is where we manifest. Be on cloud 9. That's why I like doing these videos outside, because I feel so much more in tune when I'm outside. Inside is okay, especially in the winter. But right now I'm surrounded by all these plants and flowers and I wish you could see all this. I've planted all of this except for this tree. We've got daylilies and we've got petunias and we've got lots of big hostas and sedums and things I don't even know their names. Why? Because I like feeling enveloped by this nature, and it brings out the passion and creativity in me. So that's what you need to do. If you chose stack number 1, be where your passion is. And that can be a physical location. Maybe you need to go camping. Maybe you need to go off-grid for a weekend. Plan a trip. Get out in nature. Go to the beach, just, tonight. But be where your passion is, because that's where those ideas are going to find you. You're more in tune with your spirit guides. You're more in tune with God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit. Be where your passion is, and then encourage that passion to come out. If you're in a relationship where your passion is not supported, is that right? Is that good? You need to tell your mate, hey, I'm passionate about this. I want to do this. And if you don't want to do it with me, that's fine. But let me go do it here myself. Okay? It's okay to do things by yourselves when you're in a relationship. Actually, it's really encouraged. You don't have to do everything together. I mean, you can, but you also have to pursue your passion. So this is stack number 1. Find your passion, and maybe you don't know what it is. Okay, well, sit down and meditate. Ask your spirit guides. Make a list. Make a list of all those things that really, really make you happy. What's the pattern? Are they all outside? Do they all have to do with music? What is it? What is your passion? Find it, and then do something with that. It'll put that fire back in your life, which is what we all need right now. We all need to be operating at a higher level. And that's a passionate, creative level. Okay, that is stack number 1. Put that back in there. I gotta have some water. Hang on one sec. Let's have a little singing bell. The sun is shining on this amethyst, and I just want to show this. It'll be in the picture. There we go. This is one of my friend Mike's creations. He brought it in the shop to sell it. It never made it to the shelf because I needed in it because it's beautiful. All right, let's go with step number 2, Druidcraft Tarot. I always love that they put this card on the book because it always reminds me of Saturday Night Fever. It looks like Staying Alive should be playing in the background. Oh, I think I just aged myself. All right, spirit guides, what do we need to know in stack number 2? What do we need to know in stack number 2? What do my people need to know in stack number 2? Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Ooh. Okay, so in stack number 1, you need to find your passion. In stack number 2, you need to find your strength. Now, in most decks, the strength card is a woman with a lion. But in this deck, yes, thank you. I'm getting rained on again. In this deck, it's a wild boar. Wild. So it's always a wild animal. It's all about us facing our fears. Okay? That's where we get our strength. We are stronger when we face our fears. When we face our fear of water and we deal with it and we get over it, we are stronger because of it. When we face our fear of public speaking and then we actually do it, we are stronger because of that. I chose those because I've had to work on both of those myself. But when we face our fears, we face the lion, we face the wild boar, we face that wild whatever, that is where we become stronger. So whatever you're asking about, is there a fear involved? It's time to face it. And just the way she's standing there, very confident. Very confident. Like, I made this wild boar my friend. I made whatever I'm afraid of my friend. You know, there's a saying out there that, you know, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. When you make your enemy or your fear your friend, what do you have to be afraid of? You've shown that you're strong. Be confident. Find that strength. You have that strength inside you. I wish you could have seen that. There was this golden lab hanging out a truck window with such confidence. He was like this, you know, of course, wanting the wind to blow on his face. Maybe he had a fear of hanging his head out at the truck window. Thank you. And he faced it. Dogs are smart. Your strength comes from facing all these fears. You didn't get to this point in your life by not facing some fears. As a child, you were afraid of something. But somewhere deep down inside, you said, okay, well, I'm just going to go do that. Or my friends are doing it, so I can do it. And maybe you're good at it, and maybe you're not. That's beside the point. The fact that we face our fears is the point. Whether that's something we want to continue doing, or sometimes, you know, like I'm afraid of heights, partially because I get vertigo really bad. So there's a physical thing, but is it the physical thing that's the result of the emotional thing, or is it the emotional thing that's the result of the physical thing? I don't know. There's probably another life thing involved in there. But I'm going to go on a hot air balloon because that, one, sounds wonderful to me, and two, I can face my fear of heights. That does not mean I want to go jump out of a perfectly good airplane, and you're not going to make me. That's a choice that I make. I can deal with my fear in a way that's comfortable to me. But if somebody said, hey, let's, like today, hey, let's go jump out of an airplane. No, I'm not going to do that. Um, there's a part of me that just says that's not how we're supposed to deal with it. I've meditated on it many times, and I know that's not how I'm supposed to deal with it. I want to go and be like almost motionless up there, you know. And when you jump out of an airplane, you're flowing, and I feel like I'm supposed to be almost motionless. And the balloons move fairly slowly, so to me, it's almost like time has stopped. That's how I'm going to deal with it. You need to deal with it in the way that suits you. So if there's a fear or something, you know, whatever you asked about for today's reading, think about what works for you. So many times people ask me, well, I saw this on the internet, or somebody told me I need to do it this way. Bull. You do it the way that resonates with you. Don't let anybody tell you you have to do it a certain way. Nobody. Not your mom, not your dad, not your siblings, not your mate, not your child, not society. If you need to deal with it in this way, but everybody else would deal with it that way, so what? Okay? You deal with it the way that resonates with you, because that is actually going to bring more healing to you than if you do it the way everybody else does it. Does that make sense? There's a reason you need to do it the way that works for you. Maybe in another lifetime I died because I was in a hot air balloon. I don't know. I haven't meditated on that. I don't feel like I need to. I just know that I need to go on a hot air balloon to solve my fear of heights. Go with what resonates with you, okay? I give you permission to do whatever works for you for your healing. But this card says, whatever it is that you're asking about, do it, face your fear, and you'll be stronger on the other side. Or it can also mean whatever you're going through, you are going to be stronger as a result of it, because you are facing your fear. You know, if you're in the midst of a breakup of your relationship, you're already facing your fear because you've already taken a first step or dealt with somebody else taking the first step. You will be stronger. She's got this red, I want to say it's a cloak, but it looks like it's just a piece of fabric. Okay? Red is the color of passion. We had passion in stack number 1. This is passion here too. If you're going to face your fear, do it with passion. Like 110%. Put your all into it, because you know that you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out stronger than when you went in. Probably smarter too. Okay? This is a really good card. That is stack number 2. Let's do some golden singing bell. Now that I'm out in the sunshine, I can see I need to dust my amethyst. It is such a beautiful day. I hope you guys get out and enjoy the lovely weather that we're having. Hang on 1 second. Ready for stack number 3? Stack number 3 is Beyond Lemuria. And in the first 2 stacks, we had tarot decks. Beyond Lemuria is an oracle deck. So, what do my Lemurian people need to know? Well, first of all, it's card number 22, which is a master number. So it's very powerful. The multiple 2s are all about keeping our thoughts positive. And I don't know about you, but I've been getting multiple 2s so much lately. And it's a message from beyond that we do need to keep our thoughts positive because of all the stuff that's going on out there. And it's up to you if you want out there to be part of your world. I don't pay attention I mean, I might get little snippets, but I'm like, whatever. It's like a bad movie. Be gone. I focus on my flowers and my best friend Althea. I focus on, purging my house, being outside. Why? Because why not? I would much rather focus on those things than all that crap going on in big cities. No, I'm not going to focus on that. Why would I? All it's going to do is try to take me down. I don't want to do that. Focus on the things that bring you up. So that's what those multiple twos are. So this is card number 22, and it's called Crystal Keys. Here's the card. Interestingly, she has a crystal on her third eye, and if you look at the bubbles above her head, there's light language in those bubbles. So let's see what the book says about card number 22. All right, hang on one sec. I wanted to see how many cards are in this deck. There's 56. Be inspired to find the wisdom hidden in those times when you feel triggered. There is so much information within our raw and intense reactions that when you choose to be present with what is coming up and peel back the layers, great spiritual insight will unveil itself in a way tailored just for you. If we could all learn to see our triggers in the bigger picture, so much confrontation and upset would be lessened. Power struggles and fear would diminish, and we would see greater compassion across the planet. Perspective, these big trucks are so loud. Perspective and misunderstanding would shift, and the way people want to be loved would be experienced without distortion. These are the seeds for peace on earth. So there's some each one of these cards has some terms at the beginning, and it says hidden wisdom codes, which that's that light language in those little bubbles. Potent information, Lemurian seed crystals, seeing your triggers as a gift, awareness of drama creating patterns, healing the earth by looking at your inner environment, and healing through awareness. I just want to talk about a couple of those. Seeing your triggers as a gift. That is huge. I guess I want to say I got triggered when I did that rock show in Brainerd. I was trying to do something for a customer, and she kept asking me questions about other things while I was trying to finish the first thing that she asked me about. And I felt myself getting so flustered and more flustered and more flustered. And I was just like, in my head, while she's doing this, I kept thinking, why is she doing this? Why won't she let me do this, finish this one thing first? Everybody's different. And her energy was very airy. I'm very grounded. I got earth and fire, okay? The airy part doesn't work for me. When I try and multitask, it better be a couple things that are super simple and that can mesh together. Otherwise, neither one of them is going to get done. I like to do this one thing and then move on to the next and move on to the next. And she wasn't allowing me to do that. And so it kind of triggered in me. I felt frustration coming up, and I kept thinking, this isn't me. And I turned around to her and I said, let me finish the first thing I was working on for you. Like I had to do that. I didn't do it in a mean way. I just, let me finish. Then I'll get to your next questions. And I thought about it long and hard for the whole rest of the day. Like, wow, where did those feelings come from? That airy energy. That, like those little dust tornadoes or dirt tornadoes, you know, that just form on the ground. It's just like a little tornado. Yeah, I don't enjoy that. I like, it's funny because I don't like being grounded, but I am grounded. I'm grounded to Mama Earth, in a celestial way, I guess. So my point is, I looked at it and I figured it out and went, okay, this is what was going on here. I didn't allow myself to lose it, thank goodness. But you got to see those triggers as a gift. Then look at them and go, okay, what happened here? So now I know if there's somebody that's very, very ungrounded, I just need to ground myself more. So it was a learning experience. Awareness of drama creating patterns. I was talking with somebody yesterday who doesn't watch my videos, so I'm safe. She's very dramatic. And so whenever I see her, I put up some walls and I go, yeah, you're not going to suck me into your drama. And she continuously tries to pull somebody into her drama because then she can feed off of that. Eventually she just gets frustrated internally and stops and usually leaves. Again, that is seeing the situation as a learning experience. So when you have somebody that's trying to bring drama and to bring you into their drama, just look at it objectively and go, do I want to be a part of that? I mean, maybe you do, and that's okay. But if you don't, then put up a wall and just go, nope, you're not sucking me in. I'm not going to be triggered by whatever it is you're trying to do. Hidden wisdom codes. That's the last one I'm going to talk about. Hidden wisdom codes. There's hidden wisdom codes literally everywhere. If you do sun gazing, 10 seconds in the morning, you look up at the sun. I usually stare up at the sun with my eyes closed, but not for 10 seconds. I'm usually 10, 15 minutes, but my eyes are closed. And I am thanking the sun for sending all these light codes down to me and upgrading my body. You can talk to the trees and plants, and that can be indoors or outdoors. Talk to Mama Earth. Talk to the birds and the animals. Whatever resonates with you, thank them for all those hidden codes, because they are sending them to us. It's just a matter of, are you receiving them? Are you? All you have to do is say thank you. Thank you for all the codes that I'm being sent, that are upgrading my body, that are upgrading me, that are helping me to wake up, that are opening my third eye, that are opening my crown, that are helping me be more grounded to Mama Earth, whatever it is. But know that there's codes out there. If you really, really love getting your hands down in the dirt, talk to the dirt and say, thank you for upgrading me. Thank you for sending me all these light codes, this light language, or dirt language, or whatever. Thank you. If you like working with trees, put your hands on the trees and say, thank you, trees, for bringing me these codes and upgrading me. Because when I upgrade, they upgrade. That's another thing. We're all connected. So when one of us upgrades, so do the rest of us. And we get to heal the whole world. It's pretty amazing. Okay, that was stack number 3. And we are just in time because in about 2 minutes the mail carrier is going to be here. That way he won't interrupt us. Thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. And I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things. Because I know you're worthy. I know you deserve it all. We all do. Have a blessed day, my beautiful soul family. I love you. Mwah. Namaste.